So I can't. I think it's doing quite well overall. Some of the changes that I've done. So with regards to the game settings and everything like that. Yeah. Now, where winds meet, I will need to do more work on particular game for optimization. So I did a bit of work on it. Is a bit better. But I've got more to do, I think, with that particular game. We will see. Another thing on my to-do list, I do need to find out if the ADA multi-stream add-on for plugins, what the situation will be with that with regards to support. So they're going to a studio software for a studio setup. Is what they're doing with ADA. So I briefly looked at it. Not overly, how do you say, invested to look in it. I haven't gone into it and decided to install it. I've watched just a few videos. I probably want to do a little bit more research. Rewatch some older videos that I've already watched on it, just to see if it's something that I want to do. So I'm not a big fan of, I guess, overhaul packages of OBS. I've gone through all sorts of different studios, stuff like that, used different studios, and I don't know. Just it's not really for me. I don't need all the cluster. A lot of those studio programs, like you got your Stream Elements version, you got your I can't remember what the other one is. There's a couple of them out there. Basically they're there to get you started right away, so you don't have to do a lot of thinking or, sort of, how do you say it? It's meant for beginners. There we go. Let's just put it that way. A lot of, and it's not just coming out of me. I know that other people that usually review these programs even label all of that as beginners, which is great. Just, depending on what you want to do, right? If you're beginning, it's probably a good start to start off with some of those types of suites, because it has everything in front of you and a little bit more. For me, it's the little bit more. It's got more stuff in there than what I really need. for me, right? So, but for someone that, how do I put it? Isn't sure what they want to do with live streaming. They don't know what is all available. I think it's probably a rounded out pretty good package overall, right? Because they've got basically overlays in there. They've got, alerts, and got a much simpler interface. They have a how-to walkthrough on how you can go ahead and set things up and all of that jazz. So for someone just beginning, probably works out. That way you get a feel of what works for you and what you want to do with your live stream, and go from there. Or maybe you just don't have the time to put in the time to, learn about, bit rate, different quality outputs like 1440p, 4K, all of that, right? Let alone, trying to do multi-stream stuff of that, which they do include. Some of them include multi-stream packages, so, which is pretty cool. But for me, I don't need all the extra clutter, right? And then I have certain that I want to do things play on my system. So hopefully Atom will keep the plugin as is, I guess, and continue to support. But they might move into having the tweak. That's the direction that they want to go with. So we'll have to see. Bigger content creators than myself, that have been in the game for years, are definitely want plugins to be separate or provided separate. Probably pretty much for the same reasons as I outlined, right? They know what they want to do, and they don't want to be constrained or have a bunch of extras that they don't really want. So yeah, so have to figure that out. I might just decide to try the Studio Suite out. Who knows? I have been known to do that in the past. I've used Prism Studios, I've used Meld Studios, I've used different variations of clones of OBS. And I always seem to come back to OBS, right? There's either something in it that doesn't either work for my setup, or there's something missing, that sort of thing. So, or there's something about the interface I don't like. Or even in some cases, performance problems. Yeah, this new guy here, I don't know what he's doing. I don't. Maybe he's been there the whole time. Go. Thanks.
My thanks for your patronage.
All right. Let's see how crappy I did this week. Oh, yeah, I didn't do as much this week. I'll be honest with you. I didn't do enough dungeons for one. I didn't do any mythic dungeons, so I'll point that out. I was a little lazy to tell. So sucks to be me, for sure. I didn't do any mythic key runs. I didn't do any mythic dungeons. But I did do delves. That's where I win at, right? So if you guys have watched my live streams, I have delves. So I don't know what I need though. I guess probably any of this stuff could probably potentially an upgrade. Like this one item here is a 134 item level, but it's 1 out of 8, right? Take the current one that I have, which is 8 out of 8. What else do we got here? This is shoulders. Same situation, so that's kind of an upgrade. This last one's not. What do we got here? We got a neck piece. That's a low level neck. Probably could have gotten higher. So anything 118 I don't. So that takes out the entire top row. The ring I am kind of interested in. It definitely beats the 2 rings that I have. Probably have to go to the auction and buy a prismatic socket for it. I didn't even do it for the other 2 rings, so I guess I'm gonna go and get one of those. So I guess the unearthed and relic band will be replaced because it's item level 124. So both of these were probably originally the same item level at level 1. Yeah, because they're both champion. Is it champion here? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get this ring. So, and not an entire loss for my week, I guess. I do get an upgrade. And I get my my keystone. So Akara, City of Echoes. So that's kind of neat. You have to go to the Great Vault to get it. Where did my ring go? When I have a mount here. Is that a parrot? Look around. We got... What else do we got? Where did the ring go? There it is. Just swap out. The 124. Yeah. There we go. What are we doing? So I have one prismatic socket that I fill. So I will do my auction. Yes, I got the Brutosaur. Go sue me. Oh my god! You paid for that mount? Yes, I did. I think I've had it for 2 years. This is my second. I bought it when it first came. I think this guy likes intellect. Oh. Like, the rest. Okay. That's Love shopping. Go figure. 62,000. Oh, have a lot of like. No, I think I'm gonna go with a mastery gem. Probably not the bad. Come on. Wow. That's just I think it's probably. Oh, they got other stuff. Oh, actually, I do have to. Two. Alright, fantastic. Now, have a minute. Hey. The front. Oh, now what? Seven. Light. Craig that. Light. Okay. Open the device. Oh my god, I'm so touch. Alright, so we have static charge. The charge bolt. Your spells and abilities have a chance to turn you into a lightning rod, striking a random enemy target within 40 yards. That amount of damage. Then they've got cauterizing bolt. Your spells and abilities have a chance to turn you into a lightning rod. Strikes that heal the lowest health friendly target within 40 yards. They have critical change. Your spells and abilities have a chance to trigger critical overload, increasing critical strike by 22 every second. You've got static charge. Your spells and abilities have a static charge, increasing versatility by 108. I did not know this was okay. Electric current. You gain electric current, increasing by 6 every second, up to of 7 seconds. Like that. Charge touch. Your heals have a chance to start jumping below health target at 40 yards. Got your charge crystal. Your spells and attacks have a chance to charge bolt. At your target. I think I want to go with the mastery. How do I select the type to play effect? So how do I get the gem in? The system. There's supposed to be a gem. Shift right click. There we go. That was just crazy. Put that in. And then we'll go verbal information securing. Great. Oh, see. That's sitting there for a while. I was like, oh, this guy. I can go ahead and mailbox option, all that good stuff.
Begin speaking.
I got done.
Stay productive.
Something
Praise
on
the
bad
machine.
time.
Do you have a query? Faith. Order.
Be strong, my friend.
Hold on. to world bosses.
Do you also hear Beladar's song? Our deeds give it strength.
The ball. 900 traders.
Come see my wares.
Oh yeah, this is the whole Anubis set. Short. I want this thing. Yeah, I'm short on coins though, unfortunately. I got this thing. This frickin'. Have stored. That. I think I want this step. Focus. I'd like to get them out too. Sure if I'll have trouble. Focus. Just on that. No, I don't. Looks impressive, but not compared to this setup. Here's another. Silver Moon Sweeper. Because Lunar New Year is happening. Some nice Lunar New Year stuff. When is Lunar New? Tuesday, February 17th, so it's a little later, I guess. Let's see, zodiac animal is the horse. Festival duration. So they usually have the festivals in China between February 15th and the 23rd. So that's kind of interesting to know, though. I know a lot of people, at least I don't know, Western culture, they say, oh, well, you're born in this month here, right? And then they say, well, you're this animal. However, it's probably a good idea to research the actual day of Lunar New Year start, because you have to realize that generally the traditional the Western New Year is based on the solar cycle, but Lunar New Year is based on the lunar cycle, and it's the new moon of the year, basically. So that fluctuates, I think. Yeah. So sometimes it'll be like in January, or sometimes it'll be in, you know, mid-February or late February. Something to be aware of if you care about that kind of thing. One of my friends is Chinese, so I first met him. Said, "Oh, well, I'm year of the blank, right?" Like, "Oh, are you sure about that?" And then he educated. Says, "No, you're not, because the fact that the new year hadn't started, so you're actually part of the previous year." Like, oh, okay. So it's like you're actually the year of the dog, or the pig. Gosh, thanks. Not know that. As it's a common misconception with West. Oh, oh, now I'm educated and know better. Okay, I guess I should probably see if we have anything to hold. So we've got delves on the list. That works for me. 2 delves. That works for me. So congratulations, whoever voted well delves. Okay, I want to do hotel. So we have one here. So why follow? Oh, where else? What's that? Where else? No. About it, probably. Never mind. But Fresh. Fresh doesn't have any. Figure. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the Aegis again.
What is your command?
I'm gonna actually fly here, like delve color. I might go with that question. So yeah, tomorrow I will make it a mission to get into Dune Awakening. Tomorrow's to try out the chapter 3 content that was released yesterday. Tomorrow. Like I said, I decided to start live streaming a little later than normal, so I was like really on trying new content. So I'll just jump into a World of Warcraft live stream and do that, because there's plenty to do in World of Warcraft. And then I do need to do a Where Winds Meet live stream as well, because there's new content there. There's some new content added to Farming Simulator. So I think I got hit with everything this week, to tell you the truth. Everything that I usually play has gotten some sort of new content or a new update or whatever you want to call it. Oh. So, should be fantastic. And then, of course, once March comes, Midnight will launch, of course. I will probably, I think I have early access to it because I pre-ordered. So I'll probably be getting into it earlier than other people. So that should be interesting. Those launches are pretty interesting because usually they'll schedule it, and there's always the chance that they might launch a little late. So some expansions have gone on without a hitch, no issues at all. But I have had some expansions launch, and I'm waiting an additional 1 to 2 hours, I guess, over the time. So, but it's pretty cool. I usually start the stream and then I bring up the I usually hit the refresh button on the server pages and stuff like that. Just kind of chill and talk or whatnot. That's pretty much what every other live streamer does as well. Just say, well, we're waiting to get into those servers. The other thing too that's kind of crazy too is that sometimes they get so many people logging in they don't have enough room. I've had expansion launches like that too.
Expect them. Take to the skies and strike them down.
Alright, we're gonna cash in the quest over here. So, but it's not always like that every expansion.
We will triumph. Obey the testament of Feraldar. The
That cashed in. That frees up my taskbar, or sorry, my quest list. So I think we gotta go straight. Here.
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those
Poke in
burrows
here. This will be a
are
bountiful.
collapsed.
Gittering. Enter.
We are the holders of hope. Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
What we've got set up here. He set the damage dealer. Have any other? Do I have any upgrades that I didn't apply from last time? Don't think so. Nope. All good to go. Alright, let's rock and roll.
They'll maybe use it that way.
Still a lot of damage, so that's good. Yes.
Here's your take of the spoils.
Let's take up the little man here. For the most part, I would say I do like Devourer in here. Simply because I don't really need to be up close. I mean, obviously the mob comes up to me, but you can always walk away, right? And that's what I have been doing. And that works great. previously I was doing a Death Knight. So my strategy was I like to play Unholy Death Knight. Now I think most people usually like to go in with the tank spec and, you know, do it that way. I don't think I've ever brought a tank spec in. I think I might have lightly maybe switched to Blood Death Knight like once or twice.
Inquiring minds just got
Just to see what it would be like, and I think it was on Vexstar because I was having some difficulties trying to figure out the fight, I guess. But anyways, generally my strategy with that is somewhat similar to what I do with my Demon Hunter, but not entirely. So with it, I need to heal, so I have to go in and I have to at least hit it a couple of times, right? Which makes me a bit vulnerable depending on the situation, right? Have to get in there and get a heal off to get my DK back up. So I do that, and then I have most of the time I'm out in the distance and I'm just spamming my basically my plague spells and stuff like that. And then if I do need to get up close, then I try to overwhelm whoever I'm taking on. So that means that I usually bring out all my minions, right? My undead army. So I usually do that a lot. But we're doing, this is all that. Okay, that's fixed. There we go. Fantastic. Do I get a bag?
That's more like it.
So with Vexstar, or whatever his name was, sometimes that was a bit challenging, especially when you need to heal, because he has a couple of AoEs that kind of encircle him. But I seem to have managed on a few attempts, so just doing that. Hello, Eric. Welcome in. Welcome to World of Warcraft.
Got to dodge.
So as I was saying, that would be my strategy with the Death Knight. For the most part when I'm doing delves. So, but I could always spam spells from a distance like what I do on this character. But with this character I don't have to get up close, and I'm not dependent on getting up close with my DK to heal, because it's all the orbs, right? Or Bran, I suppose, who's my little buddy in here. There we go. And then I think I've done it a bit on a druid, balanced druid. And well, that's completely range anyways. You're just running around spamming spells anyway, so yeah. I have not tried any other classes, so hopefully that kind of gives you guys an idea of what I've done, I guess, in the past. One thing I do want to try out, I guess I got everything, is my hunter. I brought him over from Legion. By now, I think he's probably my strongest character at the moment, unless this character has now surpassed, but I don't think so. Because when I came out of Legion, I did get, I think, a decent amount of gear. So, I don't know. And then, anyone that is, I don't know, wanting to become a little bit more involved with Blizzard, I read today, I have to do more reading on it because I don't know everything about it, but I've seen similar programs in other games, but I noticed that they're introducing the Ambassador program. So if you want to become more involved, you can do so. Especially if you want to connect with other players, the community, that sort of thing. The role sounds like that it's set up for if you want to be able to educate other players on how to play the game and, you know, be part of the community and build a community. That's sort of what it seems like. It seems to be new. I know Holly Hunter had announced it. What was it? I think this week. So that might be a good idea. If you're a content creator, well, that probably would synergize quite well. Or you're looking to become a content creator, that might help your channel. For World of Warcraft, that is. You could become an ambassador, especially if you know the game quite well, right? Or if you want to just help out, build a community. I don't think it's restricted on the notion of, you know, being an expert at the game. I think what they're trying to do is take World of Warcraft into a completely different a direction. It is an MMO, but I think how the leadership, like Polly has indicated and Ian has indicated, they feel that the original root of the game is lacking, which means that they feel that people are not as social. So, and this is their solution to try to build a social ecosystem. Does it really affect the game too much? I don't know, but I understand where they're coming from on that. So I think it will probably be a good move for them to build that. I mean, myself, I'm a solo player. I play quite a bit solo in there. I mean, I go into different raids and stuff like that, right? But everybody knows that that's just a random group up and you're pugging. So, but, you know, if you got the community skills or you want to do that, maybe look into that. Myself, I think it's a great idea. I think getting back to the roots, I think it's good for the game because I think there's a lot of players that really want to get back to those roots, I think. So for me, I think I did do a lot at one point of group playing, I think. Yeah. I had work friends that I would actually play with. This is like, I don't know, like 20 years ago, I should say. And we would run dungeons. We had like raid runs, stuff like that. I think I was rocking the healing druid at the time. And my friend at the time, he played a bear druid, so we would always kind of team up. We're like a druid duo, which I'm pretty sure everybody has seen duos, right? Druid duos. You get like either the healer and one of them is a bear tank. Well, that's kind of what we were. That was good fun. And we both covered basically, you know, both main classes, right? Because at the time you needed a tank and a healer. So my friend and I had discussion. I was more or less into DPS, and I said, I don't know if I want to be a healer. And I said, I think you'll do just fine. It's not really that involved, right? I mean, there is more involved. It's like a step up from DPS. That, I don't know, he used the right words and convinced me into getting into it, so I did it. It worked out quite well. For me, I just wasn't interested in leading everybody everywhere, which is more, I think, what the tank is supposed to do. And he said to me, he says, I think you just don't want to lead the thing. Is that it? And I was like, yep, I don't want to lead the thing. I just want to go in there, and I just want to, you know, do my thing, right? Like DPS at the time, right? Well, you can still do that as a healer. You may have to do a little bit more, of course, but I said, well, then I guess I'll give it a shot. So, I think the first run was really bad that I did as a healer. Like, it was just awful, right? I think what I ended up doing was I just ended up healing him and not healing, like, the DPS. And he's like, well, you kept me alive. Good job, but you need to keep the other people alive too. And then he introduced Healbot to me, and then it kind of went from there pretty much. So. And then he just says, you just follow along and keep everybody alive. And then I went ahead and I did that. And fair enough. Everything went fine. So I started off with like doing dungeons, and then eventually I ended up doing raids. So that was pretty cool. And then I said, dude, I'm getting into dungeons a lot quicker. And I says, yes, that's because you're a healer and I'm a tank and we cover the master roles. Like, oh, okay. So obviously you can tell, huge noob at the time. Oh, it was so bad too. Like, I think I had like gray gear on. That's how cringy I was being noob. Like, I thought, oh look, it has like a, I don't know, I think my sword. My sword was, I think, gray. Maybe a couple of my gear items were too gray. And I just remember some of it being gray. And obviously there's no stats on it other than, you know, maybe armor for armor, right? Armor for clothing, basically. And then your sword or your whatever you're holding in your hand, right, would have just the attack stat, right? Which is just for hitting. Yeah, so that didn't quite work. I think I probably had like 1 or 2 green gear items on, and I don't know, it was just a huge mess. And I don't think at the time we could look at each other's gear, so he had to ask, well, what the heck are you, why's your... I think there was like DPS counters and healing counters. Anyways, it is like, why are you so low on this and this, right? And I'm explaining. He says, well, what do you got for gear? So it's like, oh, you gotta switch it up. You don't keep the gray gear, you gotta get the green gear in there, the blue gear, and of course the purple gear. Epic, right? So, anyways, interesting. I laugh at it now, right? I was like, gosh, I can't believe I was that bad back then. So, and it took me a while to get up, like, in rank. Like, they had, like, I was in a guild at the time, and there was, like, the main group, and then there was, like, secondary group or fill-in. And I sort of filled in as the second group, essentially. And how they determined what was best was basically, I think, to a degree, your performance, but most important, your item level, I guess, or your gear stats. So whoever had the best would be in the main group, and then whoever is left gets put into the secondary group. Sometimes they get swapped out and stuff like that. I think probably there was a couple of times I did actually make it into the main rig with it. Which was a pretty good position to be in because, well, I mean, obviously it's not the main raid group. However, if you can make it into the main group every so often, at least that's how it worked in our guild at the time. If it didn't work out, right, you couldn't get into the main raid group, you would definitely have a position in the secondary. So it's sort of how it worked, I guess. That's how I would describe it. Eventually that changed as we got like more people in the guild. There was a time where we had like several groups running at the same time in the night. But the first and second groups would always be prioritized. They'd have to take into consideration raid lockouts and stuff like that, right? So if you wanted to be in it, you had to be committed too, because if you don't show up, right, then you kind of messed up the fun for everyone else, right? So if you can't make it for the week, you have to let them know beforehand. That's how it kind of went. And also be committed if they decided to do 2 nights a week. And they wanted to do that, then you would, I don't know, you definitely would have to try to meet the 2-night schedule, I guess. In some cases, there will be some forgiveness. I mean, there's certain circumstances where real life kicks in and you need to do something. Right? Obviously, they're not going to say, well, you suck. You can't be with us anymore. You can't meet your commitment, right? But that's part of what actually got me into, first group, because, there would be, just because a situation would happen and they would need to pull someone from second group, right? Anyways, kind of weird. I don't know how guilds run that anymore these days. I haven't participated in crazy. I'm a kind of I guess you could say a casual player, I guess. I don't know.
Loads of forgotten knowledge.
How you want to look at it. And plus I don't heal anymore, so another reason. Is there anything up here that I need to get? Here. Oh, here's one. Oh. Go this thing. There might be something over there. I love the delves because they all seem to be different each time. They're pretty good damage, to tell you the truth. Yep, to work. I'll just take one look. Fantastic. Here. Here. So frozen over there. For being a little tired today, I'm doing quite well.
Find me wherever they are. Here's your take on the spoil.
This takes the lady out in the middle here. See if that oh, she doesn't get interrupted very well, but she dies. She puts all her work into the magic and her heart gives out. Go inside the pyramid. I think I can just go in here because it feels like everything's going the right shit. So. Fantastic. And these delves are like, it's interesting because Bran
Nice find.
is basically warbound, right? So it goes across your entire war council. So like I think mine is like, my Bran is like at level 55. So obviously when I go on another character, I have to ramp that character up in the delves as well, right? And so he's like killing it, to say the least. So probably a good way to gear your, I suppose in a way, your ult. Yeah. And depending on the situation, you may get some XP for Bran. So it's kind of interesting. So this Bran is actually already leveled up a bit because of my death knight. Because I did most of the stuff on my death knight originally. Anything else in here that I need to jump up? And we're up to the boss. Oh, this guy's creepy. Alright, so we have to free him. I'll probably go counterclockwise because of the clock here. He's getting smaller too, I guess.
The answers are here. I can feel it.
It's going to release him. Yeah, and he's much smaller too. So I guess they were trying to empower him, I guess. These guys will spawn up again, I think. Let's see. You have to kill those guys. They'll keep on spawning in. Got another one over there. Get over there. Yep. He's already down, pretty much. I don't know if another one of those guys are going to spawn. Oh crap. Well, I died.
Let's keep
Didn't
a
have happened.
strategy in mind for the next fight.
Get him. How's his health? His health is reset. I'm not the only one that died in here. That's kind of funny. That's my grave over there, but someone else died over here. So someone else is doing this guy and has died. Man, that guy got wrecked. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. That's what happens if you don't take them out because they get re-empowered. Interesting. Okay. There's another one. pretty close. That did not go as planned either.
This raid talk is meaningless.
I'll get him down. The other thing too, even if you do die, you still get XP. So keep that in mind. Just don't die too much though. Over there. There you go, Bran. Oh, that was pretty solidly bad time to jump in that time.
Got to dodge!
Crap out of him. There we go. He's down that time. We have to go into the treasure room now. As long as you have a life left, you get all the chests. Cool.
Inquiring minds just got to know. This bronze man still got it!
Explorer's ammunition. Kernel. here. Alright. Bring the Arcadia cipher key to Elise Starseeker Cornicle. Right. Do that later.
I have not seen Tazavesh for eons.
Of 115 untainted mana crystals. I can buy something if I want. So is this a trinket? Astromech. Corrupted cannon. That much damage. What else? We've got probably. Her harmful abilities may cause your mind to tear pieces. Attempts to tear you succumb to arcane insanity, granting you 70. Periodically recovering. Another trinket. Rip magical essence out of your target and consume it, dealing 2,423 arcane damage, while granting you 174 of your lowest secondary stat per second. If the target was an ethereal, your highest secondary stat is increased instead. So depending on your, I guess that depends on your enemy. Yes. What else we got here? Blocking, parry, or dodging has a chance to awaken. That's more of a tank. Powerful spells and ranged abilities, critical strike, have a high chance to grant you Arcane Hunter, up to 5 times, increasing your critical damage or your critical strike rating by that. I think I'm gonna go with the Nether Grid. Oh, that one also heals. Heal? I'll probably take this one. There we go.
Fantastic!
Another ability. Guess we'll see
The
if we can
trust
sell
will restore our world.
other things here. There we go. Oh, there's more thing to pick up here.
Fantastic!
Alright, we're gonna escape to here and to the It'll be this now.
Nerubians are still tunneling under the wall. The people of Hallowfall aren't safe until those burrows are collapsed.
Right. Probably. Here's another door up though. I go this way.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
Okay. Water.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Nice snare totem. What's this thing? That's another totem. Shit.
Need something
This
to
is
do?
like the candle. To kind of carry one with you.
Here we go! You won't hit us with that one! You got to dodge! You'll find me wherever the action is.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Okay.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
Unlike the candles, I think these ones these air busters, who are air totems, I should say. Better job. Has a larger radius. Why, Ariane, what are you doing in the corner?
Loads of forgotten knowledge. Grasp.
You're being weird. Get out of the corner. Go on the other side. Interrupt that Another box upgrade. I think I see anything else in here. Oh, I need to pick up the wind totem. Boy. Could be some. That's a big portal.
Time to face our fear.
Next this princess. Who that person is. I don't think I invited her. She's got a lot of... Holy crap. Oh, she's a heavy. I've never met her before. Interesting. Etheric crash.
Next time, let's use some harder hitting moves.
Oh, I did get something from her. Delver's Bounty. I wonder if I have to open that up or something. Let's just take a look and use at any time, decipher the map, and guarantee that you'll find a hidden trove at the end of the next tier or delve or above. Alright. Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal, considering I died. Messed up. I probably picked that up. Even though Bran is DPS, he seems to do a pretty good job, I think.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it.
And here he goes. Just move it. Go here. This is an elite. doing pretty good on the damage.
That's more like it.
Alright, and then we've got 2 XP barrels over here.
That's more like it.
4,000 XP. That one cheaped out. That one didn't give me that time. Was there a plant over here?
There's treasure close by. Give me a moment, champion.
Oh, over we're getting out of the way. I got it. got quite a bit of armor on this one. Go.
That device keeps us safe from the poison. Hold on to it. That's more like it. You're looking a bit rough. Take a wee rest.
I put 2 of these in there because this is the boss room. Yeah. I think it'll probably be better. Face, I guess is his name. Got that big giant AoE, so. of them. Have to move out of the way.
Get out of the way!
There we go. Captured engineer. Achievement done. Okay, and pick up. We're fine. All right, into the treasure room. All the gold. Rest. And I have my spare chest in here too. A lot of purple. Chunk of companion experience. Modest increase to companion.
Fantastic!
Oh, and I got
The
interest.
answers are here. I can feel it. Ah, stronger by the second!
Buddy system level 4. And I got a renown. And I got an appearance. Man, I'm doing pretty good. And I got another some glasses. Earned reputation. Man. To make of all of this.
Fantastic!
And Bran gets a level out of the whole thing. Man, this was a really good run. So temporal de-accelerator is at max rank. Damaging an elite at 80% or above. And 20% or below health. Causes Bran to trigger the crystal's energy, reducing the elite's attack and cast speed. Excuse me. I got a haste buff out of that.
Nice find!
What's this here? Generates a burst of speed on exiting combat. Increasing your movement speed to 100 by 100%. Some shielding, I guess, too.
That's more like it!
And appearance. All right. Percent damage healing, so that's a pretty good one. Yeah. I think I'll just stick with this classes. think I'm ready to get out of here. Key to success. Waterfall? Oh, there is one. A lot of bountiful's up. Another one on the other side. I guess I should probably cash in this quest over here.
Outsiders detected. You go wherever you please, don't you?
Another outbreak of violence. Time to stand up and shut this down.
And they really do have the web spread this time, eh?
Here we go! They'll maybe using that one.
That's a strong boss. Waking up. supposed to pick up a quest? Oh, I think I was. And I'm supposed to pick up these crystals on the planet. Yeah, these crystals.
Those webs will summon Rubians. Don't stand in them.
Supposed to talk to this person. There's a magnet.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Okay, over here. Fran can have stuff.
Found a bit of gold!
Good job, Fran. To be annoying.
You're looking a bit rough. Take a wee rest.
That's a cool weapon. Like one in here. Get that.
That's
That's
more
another
like
2,000. That way you don't have to hit the mushroom yourself. You don't have to use your own
Fantastic.
power, I guess. And it goes right to the mushroom for the egg or whatever it is.
They'll maybe use it that.
That up. Alright, so if I go in there, that takes me to one type of enemy. This guy's, you definitely want the weapons for because he puts out webs. easily get overwhelmed by Nerubians. Step in the way.
Inquiring minds just got to know. Time to go all out! Don't stand there!
I got some plants to pick up. Another plant over here. Yes.
Fantastic!
I've been listening to Bran too much. Fantastic!
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it. We're
Oh,
close.
you'll have to get worried if I start saying something like that. You smell that? Treasure. Then you can worry about me. Oh, that guy died. We got like some crazy stuff going on over here. We got this portal, and of course, if you see a pulsing chest, that can mean problems too. Okay.
You won't hit us with that one!
careful. I decided not to click on the portal because I probably will get another villain out of that. Do that after this guy's dead. Ran one up the level. Oh. Rocket here. This. Increase your maximum health by 50%, so I get higher health. Good. I knew it.
Time to face our fears, chap.
I think actually feeding him this time. Come on. Just die already. Alright, so clicker will manifest upon completion.
Nice find!
So that was good. Also, I recognize that guy because I was able to disrupt him.
I'm going all in!
So I wonder if the other one is I can disrupt. Might be onto something. Down. Nice help. Corner. The other thing too, I'm getting a lot of crusts, so my gear will be able to be upgraded. I'll look at that. I'm going yellow.
Found a bit of gold! Ha!
Chest is open from there. Alright. Main boss will be affected by strong box. Someone else died here. What is it? Preacher from Julian server. I will vindicate you. Probably might not have picked up this tool that I have and got stuck in the webs or something like that, or either that or overwhelmed. I kind of remember doing that myself at one point. Okay. Oh. Bad one. Especially if you don't have the anti-level fire tool. Back up too far. Come on, hop up. Just hop up. Thank you. Oh, he's dead. Lost gems quest done. So I think you have to do each scenario
You're looking a bit rough.
and unlock
I know just how to deal with this.
different call it here we go. Fantastic. Trailblazer, Aaron.
Now I'm making progress.
Bronze got another, or Brand got another level. Oh boy. 50 exalted reputation. Some other achievements. Night is an achievement night, folks. I ran out of space. Inventory. That disappears. This did not disappear. For some reason. Grab the glasses, and I guess I'm getting Brand's powers up to max now.
That's more like it.
What does the Quizzical do? It has a chance to give players a 20% bonus. Damage or healing for 20 seconds based on selected combat roll. So probably bonus damage. And the
Fantastic.
another achievement unlocked. Checked out. Doing well. Oh, wait. Appearance. Here's another XP thing.
This is all that remains of Garish.
Another now up. I'm almost maxed out on Hollow Fall. 2,357. So, like 2 more, and then max for now. That's okay. So even the Council of Dornum, 5. And then commit. Well, think I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you everybody for checking out my stream, and I hope you guys have an awesome day or evening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.